and that black power is some BS, chematology is some BS, Hebrew Israelite whatever is some BS, Rastafarianism is some BS. All these things that people are pretending to belong to so they can feel good about themselves or whatever is some BS. Because there's no other nation of people that you just name one. All right, those guys, bring them over here. Now, who are you guys? And they'll tell you one name, all of them. That's who they are. They're broken down into, you know what I mean? But all of them are the same. What's your religion? Well, you know, some of them are going to say, well, you know, I'm whatever. Some of them are going to say, well, I'm this or whatever. Some of them are going to say, I don't know, we don't like those guys. And we don't know. But if somebody's coming to attack them, oh, sorry, religion, all that stuff doesn't mean anything. We're all one people. Only people are these people in North America who continue to not want to accept the fact that all of your leaders sold you out. All of your leaders sold you out. Every single one of your leaders sold you out. The only ones that didn't sell you out were the ones that were telling you about Moors. Everybody else sold you out. Oh yeah, and the ones that were telling you about nationality and nationhood. Everybody else sold people out. The Moors are the ones. It's nobody else. It's just the Moors. You can be fiction, whatever it is that you claim, and then look at the Moors and see somebody get arrested and say, I'm not going to be a Moor because, you know, whatever. Oh, yeah, you know, do your thing. But know for a fact that all of your leaders have sold you out because they haven't told you the truth about your nationality and birthrights. It's so bad. The sellout is so bad that people who even proclaim to be Moors, listen to what I'm saying, huh? People who proclaim to be Moors, that in the background back certain Moors out there talking BS about RV Bay publications and, you know, Taj is not whatever and Kudro is this and that. There's individuals who are coming to us because they want to find out, hold on a second, what are you guys talking about? I've been in the temple 25 years. I've been in the temple 25 years, dues paying member, nationality card, and all that. And in 25 years, I've never heard anybody talk about things that you're talking about. These are Moors who are in the temples right now, 2016. These are Moors who are in the temple. That's been in the temple. That are realizing that something's up. Because there's no way that this individual's a Moor, and I'm a Moor, and I belong to the Moor Science Temple, and I'm a dues paying member, and I've been supporting the temple, going to all the functions, going to all the meetings, going to all the whatever. And I can't go to the store and not pay taxes? But this individual, who he says he's in a temple that I never heard about before, and his grand sheet is teaching him those type of things. But I have a grand sheet, and I've been in the Moor Science Temple 25 years, and they've never, ever, ever taught me anything like that. That's how serious it is right now. That even Moors behind dirty Moors are secretly coming over, and we're putting it out there that they're secretly coming over for all you dirty Moors. So now look amongst your stuff, Dirty Moors, and see who's infiltrating you. Because they got active 720 Moors in you guys' circles. Been there studying. While you guys playing around with people's birthright. And truth's about to come from the mouth of babes. That people thought ain't coming. Right? We're just gonna put something on the record because, you know, Islam to brother, our good brother, Sheldon L., who's been doing his world tour for the Moors. Doing his world tour for the Moors. And documented his own stuff, uploaded his own stuff. People talking about go to Kemet and see dusty stuff. Go all the way over there to go see some dusty stuff. But a Moor, 720, active, not passive, competent, cognizant, Moor has, as they like to say, boots on the ground on the continent. And not him going there to say something, the people there letting him know that it's good that they see that he knows that he's a Moor. People on the continent, where people over here say they got taken slavery and all that stuff. Why are the people over there on the continent, when they see Moors, Moorish Americans, fezzes, turbans, great seal pendants, whatever, Buddhist beads, whatever, Masonic rings, whatever. When they see Moors, they know what that is. And they respect it. And they look like us. And they're not even from here. They're from across the Atlantic Ocean. So, Stolen Legacy, George G.M. James. How the African continent gave its culture to the Western world. And the Western world is the Americas. How are they giving something to somewhere that already existed and had stuff? But the point being that how the African continent, so we're talking about Africa, we're talking about African stuff, we're talking about Pan-Africanism, we're talking about all the black power stuff, like, and they got, you know what I mean, they like to show the continent from over there and put down on a t-shirt even though they live over here in Africa and they're from over there. Right? All those people. Just so you can let them know, Stolen Legacy. George G.M. James, recognized. He's not some flop show. He's not a flop show scholar. If they're assassinating you for writing books, you're not a flop show scholar. William Cooper was not flop show scholar. Right? They had information, presented it for the people. You do whatever you want with it after that. People rep him. Black power people. George G.M. James. People back him. Everybody has Stolen Legacy. Everybody has it. This is not just some one of these books that, hard to get like everybody has this now. 2016, if you say that you're conscious, you have knowledge of self, you have George G.M.J.'s Stolen Legacy. So this is a classic. This is classic know thyself, quote unquote, African, black, whatever studies book. This is a classic. The black guy's book. The black people stuff. Came from Africa, we're the Egyptians and all that stuff. The black ancient Egyptians. During the Persian, Greek, and Roman invasions, right? Because you know they tell you that Islam raided stuff. You know they keep trying to play this game like, there's no two races. There's all these races of people on the planet. It's two races. Melanin dominant beings, melanin recessive beings. That's it. And as the dominant beings, clearly, we were the ones in power. So it's only right that somebody try to dethrone you. It's not like they're wrong. You see stuff that we're going after. And like we were talking about, what they end up with? They ended up with bones. They ended up with dead man's funeral gifts. But what was it really about? When they say invasions, you think really about some tombs and some pyramids and stuff like that? It was about the information. It was about you're on the battlefield, people disappearing. You would want to know what those people have. Don't think invasions and think that, these people come in here with some Trojan horse or something like that and that not get blown to smithereens before they even get anywhere near our fortress. Because we weren't just some mere black king pharaohs, whatever like that. We were divine beings. We had a eye looking at you in our forehead. 3 eyes looking at you. You would want to find out some more about these 3-eyed people. During the Persian, Greek, and Roman invasions, large numbers of Egyptians fled not only to the desert and mountain regions, but also to the adjacent lands in Africa, Arabia, and Asia Minor, where they lived and secretly developed the teachings which belonged to their mystery system. This is the black power stuff that they're not going to tell you. They'll conveniently leave this out. They conveniently, they leave out the fact that, because they always talk about Egypt got ransacked, Hyksos and all this type of stuff. And then they start talking about, then Hyksos ruled Egypt and then and Europe, and then we lost stuff, and then Timbuktu and all this stuff. Hold on a second.